Most people waste their lunch breaks scrolling on their phones, mindlessly eating, or zoning out. But what if I told you that this dead time could be the secret weapon to dominating your LSAT prep? Imagine just 20 minutes a day, time you already have, turn into a system that helps you master the LSAT one concept at a time. This isn't about finding more hours in the day, it's about working smarter, not harder. Today, I'm going to show you how to turn every lunch break into a mini LSAT training session. We'll cover why this works, the exact framework you'll use, and how you can see real results with a simple, focused approach. First, for those who don't know me, my name is Steve Schwartz. I've been teaching the LSAT since 2005, and I personally increased my own LSAT score from a 152 to a 175. Now let's start with the simple truth. Consistency beats intensity every time. Most LSAT students get overwhelmed because they think prep means sitting down for hours at a time. They wait for the perfect moment to study, a free evening, a weekend with no plans, and then of course, life gets in the way. Entire weeks end up going by, and they feel stuck, frustrated, and further behind. The problem is that they don't have a plan that fits into their real life schedule. That's where the 20-minute lunch break method comes in. This method doesn't require you to overhaul your life. It's about using small, focused sessions to build consistent progress. The key here is something called micro-learning. Instead of trying to cram everything at once, you break your studying into bite-sized chunks. Every 20-minute session focuses on one specific concept, allowing you to master it without burnout. Over time, these small, consistent efforts add up to huge results. Before we dive into the method itself, let's talk about one of the most critical pieces of LSAT prep, having a study plan. Without a plan, even the best intentions fall apart. You might sit down with your 20 minutes and think, what should I study today? And that moment of indecision is where most people lose precious time. A study plan eliminates that guesswork entirely. It tells you exactly where to focus each day so you can hit the ground running. Here's why that's crucial. First off, it maximizes your efficiency. When you know what you're going to work on, you spend less time deciding and more time actually doing. Second is targeted progress. The LSAT is a test of specific skills. A good study plan ensures you're not just practicing randomly, but rather you're working on areas that will actually improve your score. Finally, momentum. A plan creates a sense of direction. You're not just studying aimlessly, you're working towards measurable goals every single day. And these reasons and more are why at LSAT Unplugged, we create personalized day-by-day study plans for every single one of our students, removing the guesswork about what to do and when, targeting your weak areas, accounting for your other obligations, whether they're work, school, family, vacations, holidays. We lay it all out for you up front, and we combine it with private one-on-one LSAT coaching every single week. If you'd like to find out more about joining our programs and getting our support on your journey to scoring a 170 or above, you can check out the links below to book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help you out. Now, this micro-learning system I'm going to walk you through today works best when it's paired with a strong study plan. It's the difference between wandering aimlessly and following a proven path to success. Let me break down this framework for the micro-learning system into 3 simple steps. It's how you'll turn every single lunch break into a productive LSAT study session. Step 1, pick a focus area. You want to start each session with a clear focus. This is not the time to tackle an entire section like logical reasoning or reading comp. Instead, you want to narrow it down to something specific like how to identify assumptions in arguments, or how to strengthen or weaken an argument, or how to diagram a conditional statement, or spotting common wrong answer traps. The reason this is so important is because the LSAT is all about precision. By focusing on one skill at a time, you'll master it faster and more effectively than if you try to juggle everything at once. Now, if you're following a study plan, this step becomes even easier. Your study plan should tell you exactly what to work on each day based on your strengths and weaknesses. The next step, step 2, is to engage in targeted practice. Once you've picked your focus, dive into actual practice. This is the action part of your lunch break. Here's how to make the most of it. First, review. Quickly review one key concept. This could be a short lesson video like what we have inside the LSAT Unplugged platform. It could be an explanation or even notes from a previous coaching session. Keep it brief, no more than 5 minutes. Second, apply that concept. Spend the bulk of your time practicing what you've learned. Work through 3 to 5 LSAT questions related to your focus area. The goal here isn't quantity, it's quality. Focus on understanding why each answer choice is right or wrong. Finally, challenge yourself. If you feel like you've already mastered the basics, push yourself with harder questions or by limiting to the time constraints. The LSAT rewards adaptability, so practicing under different conditions will pay off. Remember, this is not about cramming. The goal is to engage deeply with the material and walk away with a clear understanding of the concept you're working on. Now, at the end of your session, take just a couple of minutes to reflect. Ask yourself, what did I learn today? What felt easy? What was challenging? And how can I improve tomorrow? Write down the answers to these questions, articulate them, talk them through with a coach, a tutor, or a study buddy after the study session. This is not just busy work. It's how you create a feedback loop that drives continuous improvement. And here's the key. Before you close your notebook or your note-taking app, decide what you'll work on during your next study session. This simple habit will save you time and mental energy tomorrow, making it easier to jump right back into your study routine. Now let's talk about why this method is so effective. There are 3 key reasons I want to share with you today. The first is brain science. Research shows that short, focused study sessions improve retention and understanding. Your brain processes information more effectively in smaller bursts than in long, draining sessions. This is why at LSAT Unplugged, our classes are not 3-hour webinar lectures. They're shorter 1-hour sessions. Then we shift focus to a 1-hour study group so you can join one, the other, or both without experiencing burnout or fatigue. You can even book short 30-minute one-on-one coaching sessions with our coaches at LSAT Unplugged. Again, if you're interested in finding out more about joining our programs, you can check out the links below to book a call with me and my team. The second reason these shorter study sessions are so effective is that consistency compounds. Shorter, more frequent sessions might not seem like much, but they do add up over time. 5 lunch breaks of 20 minutes a week equals nearly 2 hours of focused study time. Over a month, that's 8 hours. Over 3 months, it's 24 hours. And because you're consistent, the material stays fresh and you avoid the need to relearn concepts because you're not getting rusty. The third big reason is confidence building. Every session is a small win building your LSAT study habit. And over time, these wins build confidence. You start to see the LSAT as something that you can conquer one step at a time. Let me share with you a quick story. One student of mine, let's call him James, worked full-time and he felt like he had no time to study. He decided to try the 20-minute lunch break method. Every day, he focused on one concept. One day, it was diagramming conditional statements. The next, it was identifying assumptions. Within 6 weeks, he saw measurable progress. His accuracy improved, his confidence grew, and his score jumped 8 points. Again, 8 points in just 6 weeks. All from using time he thought was too short to matter at first. James didn't wait for the perfect moment. He used what he had, and he made it work. Now, some of you might be thinking, 20 minutes isn't enough time to make a difference. But let me ask you this. How many times have you sat down for a long study session only to spend the first 30 minutes just deciding what to do? The micro-learning system eliminates that wasted time. It's about focused, intentional practice, not endless hours of spinning your wheels. Other students might say, oh, I'll just wait till I have a full day off to study. But be honest with yourself. How often does that actually happen? And when it does, do you end up being as productive as you thought you were going to be? Waiting for the perfect moment is the fastest way to fall behind. Now again, the beauty of this method is how it compounds over time. With every lunch break, you're stacking up small wins, and by test day, you'll have built a foundation of skills that's solid, reliable, and allows you to perform under pressure. And it's not just about improving your LSAT score. This approach teaches you how to manage your time, build focus, and stay consistent, skills you'll use in law school and throughout your career. And it works really well when paired with a personalized day-by-day study plan like the ones we offer at LSAT Unplugged. If you'd like my support and my team's support in creating a study plan just for you, targeting your weak areas, mapping out every single day from now through your LSAT test date, we'd be glad to help you out. You can check out the links below to find out more and book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help you out. And in the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.